Thank you for tuning in and joining me for this session. This video is going to be a candle wax reading, and I'm going to pull some cards to get some oracle messages. Keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so you'll have to take the energies and the details as it resonates for you. Before we start, I just want to take a moment to welcome the Holy Spirit and thank the heavens for being with us at this present moment. Thank you, Lord, for gracing us with your presence and all that you are. So we're going to get into the reading, and for this reading, I've been told to use this gold candlestick. So on the website, it will explain what the different candlesticks and everything are for, what their meanings are. So you can find the information for the website in the description box. And I'm probably only going to use about half of this candlestick for this reading, but we'll just go as the Spirit leads. I'm going to light this. Actually, before I light this, before we do that, I'm going to pull some cards. Keep in mind that there's nothing that is a coincidence in the reading. So it's nothing that's going to be just a coincidence. Everything is going to have some sort of deeper meaning, whether it's it could be anything. It could be something that I say that's probably not pertaining directly to a message. It could be just like lighting the candle first before pulling the cards and then having to go back and pull the cards. Like, everything is some sort of omen or some sort of deeper meaning. So keep in mind that, because from the start of the video, the Spirit is already it's already speaking, already moving, and already doing work. So the cards have been blessed and pre-shuffled, so I'm not going to do too much shuffling, but if you're wearing headphones or earphones, make sure that you do what you need to do, because the noise may affect your ears. All right. I'm going to pull two from the red deck and have them face down here. And then I'm also going to pull two from the blue deck and have those face down as well. And we will go over them at the end of the reading, at the end of the wax reading. Again, I don't have to shuffle too much because the cards are already pre-shuffled. So we'll just place these here and come back to them. All right, so now I'll light this gold candle. Okay. So, like I said, the Holy Spirit and energies and everything is already moving. Before I even turn on the camera, at every moment, all the time. And so I was receiving messages earlier today, and even like before the reading and everything, I've been receiving messages all week, different messages. I never really know what's going to come out in the reading because there's so much that they give me. But I have been receiving recently messages on just a lot of growth, a lot of progression, a lot of ascension in the Spirit. This comes after doing the work. I want to let you know that the water is warm too in the bowl. It's not very hot, but it is warm, so I always want to mention the temperature of the water. So this comes after doing the work, and you may you may or may not know the work that you've done. You may or may not know everything that has been done, because it may not be conscious. It may be something in the spirit. It may be your spirit working for you. It may be your spirit answering promises that were made in heaven. Okay? And what I'm hearing is that there's things that you have agreed to with the angels, and they're being carried out at this moment. They're being carried out now. You may feel, you may even feel like a different person in a good way. You may feel like you have woken up into yourself. I heard the Lord say that, I heard the Lord say that He rested on the seventh day because of the things that He has put into His children. He was able to rest on the seventh day because of the truth and the love and the passion that is in you to complete miraculous works on earth as it is in heaven. And that's what I just heard. I mean, I know that may seem deep for some people, but that is what it is. And I don't really speak like that, so that is the heavens that are really giving us these messages. I see something. It looks like a sword, and it's in the midst of like these little designs. They are very faint designs. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but there's very faint designs going on here, and it looks like there's a sword or some sort of staff here, staff or some like I guess a lot of us would probably call it like a walking stick or a rod. But I'm seeing this as either a staff or a sword. And I'm hearing that the staff of truth, the sword of truth, this is speaking the truth. This is being your truth, having authority. The staff is, I'm even hearing things like a staff of work, like a staff of people who are working. This is like the heavens working for you, working with you. I'm hearing working by you, working beside you. You may even be able to look beside you and see angels beside you. I don't know the type of vision or the type of sight and gifts that a particular individual who's watching may have, but you may be able to see angels working beside you. It's almost like, you've done the work. You don't even realize the work that you've done because you've had so much support in doing it. And the designs that it's surrounded by, I'm hearing it's like patterns of life, cycles of life, and it's like this staff or this sword. The sword is like a symbolic of truth. So that you have both the staff and the sword here, I see, where you have the word of truth and the support of heaven, the staff of heaven, I'm hearing the command of heaven that's working for you. Yeah. it's working for you here, and it's in the midst of your life cycles, your patterns of life. So just like we said before, it's like you've woken up into a life cycle where you've had some sort of awakening, your eyes have been opened. Yes. Yes. And there's like, snowflakes is what I hear. And it's interesting how snowflakes are all a particular design, a unique design. I'm hearing in this collective there's so many, each one unique, each one designed to carry this sword of truth, this staff, this support of heaven. But it's like one body that's coming together. That's who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to a collective that is like one body coming together, unifying, and to perform the works of heaven. And I receive it as even myself being a part of this, a part of this body, this collective body of the children of God coming together to perform great works. Yeah, that's what this is. So I'm seeing so many different stories, individual stories, different energies just like coming to me, so many different life patterns. And I'm hearing like there's someone out there. This could go for a number of different people, but whoever you are, it's almost like you, I heard almost turn away from yourself, almost turn away from the truth of this blessing, this greatness that you are, this part of the body that you are. You almost turned away. I hear that. I'm hearing like I don't know, this it's like your thoughts, or maybe just your spirit connecting, or just the spirit, the Holy Spirit connecting with your spirit. But I hear that there's like some point of time where you felt like the things that I've done have been unreconcilable. Yeah, unreconcilable. And the heavens, I hear them just speaking to you, ministering to you. I hear ministering to you, and it's almost like I hear that they've had to tell the devil to get away, get behind you, because I hear that perhaps the things that you have done were evil things. Perhaps the things that you have done were unreconcilable. But I hear the heavens saying that that's the trick of the enemy, that's the trick of the devil, that's the trick of evil. Because they said the heavens decide. The heavens make the rules. Not hell, not evil, not the devil. They will decide whether something is unreconcilable or not. Holiness decides that. So it was something trying to trick your mind to think that you were not good enough, you were not capable, you were not able to receive your reward in heaven because you may have done something that you felt like you couldn't recover from. The heavens say, no, you are still supported in keeping the promises that you made to the angels, to the Lord, to God. You are still supported. In fact, I'm hearing the things that you have done has made your testimony even greater. Perhaps the things that you have done has made your testimony that more powerful to reach people who perhaps can say, I've done something wrong too, and if that person, if that individual is forgiven, I can be as well. You have a very powerful, very strong testimony that can reach people that some would say are unreachable. Wow. And I see this, like, it's like I'm seeing like a microphone here. Almost like it's time for you to speak. That's what I'm hearing. It's time for you to speak. It's time for you to start using your voice. Because now you know that you have this sword, you have this truth, and you have the staff. I personally feel that portion of the message is not for me. It's not going to be for everyone. It's not going to be for all those in the collective. Because there's someone in particular, or there's a lot of unique individuals with a unique experience of going through something that it's almost like they punish themselves for. And we all may do this. We all may punish ourselves for something that we've done, but this is something specific. This is something that it's a low place that not a lot of people have been, or in this particular lifetime, or in their particular existence this far. Whoever I'm speaking to has reached a low that they felt like they could not come up from. And the heavens are saying right now that you are able to come up. You have risen. You did learn from this, and it makes your testimony even stronger. If it was not for the benefit of heaven, God would not have allowed the experience to even happen. It's like they want you to know that heaven, that God is the ruler of heaven and hell. Okay? You know, the devil may want us to think that you know, he's the almighty power of hell, but God is the ruler of all. He is the almighty. He is the all-powerful. And so he wants you to know that if your experiences, if your trials could not benefit your lesson, he would not have even allowed the devil to present himself to you in certain ways. That's what I hear. So know that you are a child of God, and so he is always looking out for the best interests of his children. That includes you. Okay? I see here like a sun forming in the sky. And now the staff is looking more to me like someone who's looking up to the sun, someone who's looking up to the sky. I really do believe that you had some sort of awakening that happened after you started to look up. It's almost like you were stuck in the low place until you realize that you can lift your head up and you can see the sky even from that low place that you're in. And when you did that, things started to change for you. You started to step into the truth. You started to step into the promise. The promise that God gave to you, and the promises that were made in heaven. And God says, I keep my promises. I keep my promises. Whatever it is that you're meant to be, whatever it is that you're meant to do and have, it is yours. What is yours is yours. It's not that it's going to be yours. It's not that eventually you'll get it. When it's yours, it's always yours. At the second that God gives it to you, it is always yours. Your abundance is yours. God does not keep it from you or block it from you. You reject it yourself. This is a message for someone because, like I said, I don't know what's going to come up in the readings, but this is definitely a message for someone. The heavens want you to know that what is yours is yours. It is not them keeping it from you. If you don't have it, it's because you've rejected it or you are keeping it from yourself. So it required you to have this moment of looking up, coming from this low place, coming from this place of feeling unworthy, and realizing who you are as a child of God. And here you are stepping into the collective body of souls of all the individuals who have purpose, all the individuals who are walking into their purpose, or we all have a purpose. So this is stepping into your place in that purpose. That's what this is. That's why this design, the designs and the patterns of your life were here, and the staff and the sword are in the center, are surrounded by the patterns. In the beginning of the message, it was just this one sword that was in the midst of the patterns. That's you. That's the truth. That's your authority. That simply was, it's like it's designed to be in the middle of all these life cycles and lessons that you have had. And now you're able to step into your calling. Yeah. That's a very, very blessed, powerful message for you, whoever you are. So, I hear the angels saying, know that you can accept it now, that you can embrace it today, because your mind is looking up now. Your mind and your heart and your being is in a space of looking up. So you can embrace all that is yours and all of your abundance now. You do not have to reject it. You do not have to keep it from yourself. You do not have to feel undeserving of love, of grace, of a connection with heaven, because your life is designed to be in the center of grace, in the center of truth. I'm just, if I get quiet, then I'm just trying to receive, because I know that we still have pretty much a good amount of candle left. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to half the candle, but like I said, we will see, because it depends on what the Spirit has to say. So if I get quiet, it's because I'm just trying to listen and see if there's anything else that they want to share here on this platform right now. I'm also seeing this design or this pattern of life being, not only is it the designs of your pattern of life and your cycles of life, not only is it stepping into a place of purpose along with your brothers and sisters in the Spirit of God and the other children of God, but this is also those who are, I'm hearing, surrounding you in support. This could be that goes back to the message that was in the beginning. Angels around you. Angels around you. And now that I'm looking, it kind of looks like a person here that was looking up to the sun. It kind of looks like they're being lifted here by these angels. I'm seeing too like a face of somebody. This is like a very large face, and this is like a full body of a person, and it's like almost as if they could be having a conversation here. You may have recently went within and had to have a conversation with the Spirit within you. If this is not that you've already done so, this could be that you're doing it right now. The Spirit does not tell you what to do, what your destiny is, or what you're going to do tomorrow, or things like that. They simply tell you the opportunity that they have given you right now on this day. And so here, it looks like an opportunity was allotted to you to connect with the Spirit, with the holiness that you are, because there was a point that you were disconnected from it. There was a point of time where you were disconnected from your own spirit. You were probably disconnected from loving yourself. But now it's like, wow, it's just, I just feel it, like, okay, so the camera went out, but I was saying I'm going to save this candle for another reading, because I feel like we've received a lot of wisdom here, a lot of insight here, and, I'm just kind of hearing like, it's time for action, it's time for more, it's time to really do the work with a new vision. So yes, even though the work and everything, it has been done, it is done, it's always being done, there's a new vision given. There's a new vision for this path that you're on, that you're taking. Okay, so I like to read the smoke. So I don't know if you can see it in the camera. But what I saw and what I heard here was that there was some point of time where there was a stray that happened. This could be a stray from the truth, a stray from love, but you were able to rise anyhow. It still was some sort of, I'm hearing transformation, rise. I feel like this is all in the mind space, But because the mind was able to have that looking up at the sun, looking up into the skies, into the heavens, it kind of focused and manifested in the physical. So your body, your flesh, everything started to rise in the place that you were looking, which was up into the sky. Okay? So yeah, that's what happened. You were able to manifest this growth because you began to look up. Alright? So we're going to get into the cards. I'm going to put this aside. Alright. And we'll flip the cards over. Blue cards here. So the red cards describe the physical world or the flesh. So here are the red cards. Here on the bottom we've got the 2 of diamonds and a 9 of hearts, and then at the top the blue cards are the inner being or the spirit. So we've got the 6 of hearts here, and then we've got the 4 of spades. This actually makes a lot of sense to me from the reading that was just given. So if it resonates with you, then let's get into what this is saying. So what I'm seeing is, and I'm hearing, we'll read it this way first. So from my view, when I'm looking down at the cards, this is left to right, and then I'm going to go left to right from bottom to top. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Left to right, bottom to top. They'll have me read them in different ways sometimes, and sometimes they want me to read them in almost like every way that you can think of. So whether it's left to right, bottom to top, top to bottom, right to left, things like that, because that's kind of how life is. Different situations, you can see it from different perspectives, different point of views. And so when they really want me to see different aspects of a life story or an existence, it's a little more complex, but it still paints the full picture. And that's what they want sometimes, is the full picture to be painted. So they'll tell me different ways to read the cards. Now they're telling me to read it from left to right, bottom to top. So that's how we'll read them. The 2 of diamonds and this physical, the red backs, the physical, is saying that there was something that I feel like it wasn't enough in the tangible world. In the tangible world, in the material world, I feel like there was some sort of finances or something that was not enough. That's what led to some sort of disconnection. I'm reading this 9 of hearts. The hearts signify love to me. This doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be self-love. It could be love between parents, love between children, friends, whatever. But it signifies love here. And I'm seeing this 9 as 4 and 4, being 8 here. But then there's this heart in the middle, some sort of block in love. So it goes from the 2 of diamonds and something of not being enough in the material world, some sort of finances, some sort of I'm hearing losing everything. Yeah, I'm hearing losing. I didn't even hear losing something, but I heard losing everything, and it came to this block in love. And these are on the red back cards, so that's saying that this happened in the physical world. Okay? And so when we move up here to this Six of Hearts, this Six of Hearts, and on the blue backs, the spiritual cards or the inner being is saying that there's some sort of balanced love here. When I read this 6 here, I'm seeing balance, 3 here and 3 here. And I'm also seeing the first level being 2, the second level being 2, and the third level being 2. So there's some sort of rise that happened in the spirit. I'm hearing that it had to happen to come out of this losing everything. This balance in the heart had to happen in the spirit to come out of this losing everything. And here it is some sort of perfect match here on earth as it is in heaven with this 4 of spades here in the spiritual. Something inside you had to see the blessings of heaven and that you could still obtain them here on earth. Okay? I'm really feeling the need to pull more cards to kind of like clarify everything. So again, if you're wearing headphones or if you have the sound in your ears, please be cautious because I'm going to be shuffling. Okay? Over to the side here and shuffle a little more because you know this is it's a pretty deep story. I feel like there was a long journey. I feel like this is someone who's come a long way, whoever you are, and you're really at a place where you're able to see your purpose, your victory. Okay, so yeah, the Ace of Hearts, it's a victory in love. Okay, I'm gonna pull 3 from here, from the blue deck. All right, so you'll see all of these are blue backs here. So this is spiritual. This is the spiritual. So I do see a victory in love here within the inner being, within the spirit. This is finding self-love, finding yourself. I'm seeing this 8 here is balance, 4 and 4. And also 8 is some sort of progression. It's some sort of new day, new beginning. And this is a, you know, it's funny because here's the diamonds here, which are some sort of finances in the tangible world. But here on this blue back card, it's abundance, which I know a lot of people say, oh, abundance is finances and things like that. But abundance does not have to be finances. Abundance is really gifts of heaven, even talents of heaven that work for you in the physical world that can get you what you need in the physical world. If that's finances, then it's finances. But it's being able to, this is being able to receive the gifts, the blessings, the abundance from heaven. Okay? Not just financially, not just tangibly, but this is within. This is knowing your worth, knowing what is yours. That's what abundance is about. Okay? And this 8 of clubs is also some sort of balance in life. When I see the clubs, I kind of see trees sometimes. I see different things. But when I hear about, you know, the clubs here, I think about life. We have an 8 here, that's another balance card in the spirit. This is balancing your life from within, spiritually, within your inner being. All right, let's pull 3 from the red as well. So I'm gonna shuffle just a little again, because they are pre-shuffled before the readings, so I'm actually seeing a lot of good cards just like as I'm shuffling. So this is like some sort of huge progress in life here. Okay, this is great. Okay, wow, a lot of hearts. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but this is just beautiful. Again, I just want to make sure you know that these are the red back cards. So this is, again, the physical world here. And so what we have here is some sort of grace when it comes to 5 is my number for grace. So it's some sort of grace, something being granted, some sort of blessing that in your finances, in the tangible world, when it comes to materials, when it comes to things. Like here you lost everything, and here it's like you have grace and you're able to get back whatever it is that you lost. Okay? In the physical world, these hearts is love on earth as it is in heaven. Here I see this as earth here down below and heaven here at the top. This is like love, perfect match. I don't know, possibly recently you've come into a love situation. This could be just you finding love within yourself, loving yourself on earth as it is in heaven. This could be a connection that you have with your spiritual self. That's what you're finding here. This is what I'm seeing here. Hope you can see that. Yeah. And this 3 of hearts is symbolic of strength and love. Strength and love. Some people may see this as like a juggling a love situation, but when I'm reading this with all this, the other story, the other parts of the story, this is finding some sort of strength with, I feel like this is heaven, this is others working with you in a loving situation. I'm hearing a loving environment, a loving atmosphere, almost like your atmosphere has completely changed. The environment has changed because you found love within yourself. I'm hearing this, I'm hearing give and I'll give back to you. Okay? I know, I think that's like an older song, but that's what I'm hearing. It's almost like you're giving love and love is being given back to you. It's a huge change in your life, a huge transformation and growth in your spiritual being. And that's what I'm getting. All right? So that's all that I have. That is the message. I'm just trying to listen to see if there's anything that Spirit has more, and I think that's that. So I will catch you in the next video. Shalom.